The first time that you took your first breath, you were 1 second old, or 2 seconds, or a few seconds old. You were just born. And from that moment on, you had to become responsible for your own breath. Nobody has been breathing for you since that moment. Welcome to this video. Let's continue to talk on responsibility. When I ask my clients, who are you? They usually immediately think of a label. A label meaning something that somebody told them that they are, or something that they just assume that they are, right? I am an engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, a mom, I'm a father, I'm poor, I'm rich, I'm fat, I'm thin, just labels, right? And well, obviously the problem with labels is that you're not obviously the label, you just accepted the label, or perhaps even created that label for yourself because you liked it or whatever. But the point of it is that obviously you're not the label. I always recommend my clients to change anything that they attach to their identity for the responsible one. What happens in your brain when you change the identity to the responsible one? I am the responsible one for my feelings. I am the responsible one for my actions. I am the responsible one for my emotions, for my words. It doesn't leave a lot of room for stagnation. You're not going to be stuck in one place if you understand that you are the responsible one. You're the responsible one for your actions. Nobody's gonna come and change your life. Nobody's gonna come and change your health. You are responsible. And yeah, you might say, well, but that's kind of your job, isn't it? To help people change. Yes, but I will not be able to change them. They have to be the ones that want to change and will experience the change if they go through it, if they go through the process. But it ultimately has to come from within. Why? Because we were made at the image of the one that created us. We are the creators of our own personal experience. Just think about this. This past month, the Earth achieved, if we can call it that, the 8th billionth people. As of this past month, August 2022, now we're in September, there is over 8 billion people in this world. Think about what that means. 8 billion people in this world. Why am I saying this? Why am I sharing this? Because think of each and every one of them, which you're not going to be able to, but try, and then understand the fact that every one of those people are individual, and they are all living a very different reality than everybody else. You are a universe. Nobody thinks like you, exactly the same. Some people might think close to what you think, but not exactly. Some people think complete opposite of what you think, right? Nobody feels the way that you feel. Nobody has the experiences that you have. Nobody is 100% like you. Out of 8 billion people, you are so unique. There's only one of you. Now, as wonderful as that is, think of the potential, think of the responsibility that brings. You are so unique. That means nobody's going to help you achieve something unless you want to. Nobody's going to save you from anything unless you put something from within. Let's talk about the first time that you took your first breath. You were 1 second old, or 2 seconds, or a few seconds old. You were just born. And from that moment on, you had to become responsible for your own breath. Nobody has been breathing for you since that moment. That's the moment that you decided to be responsible for your own life. And it doesn't mean that you were not responsible, and then that moment you were 100% responsible. No, more often than not, it's through a process of 16, 18, 20 years of your life that you slowly become more and more responsible, at least should become more and more responsible for your life, and your parents or whoever cared for you the first few months, years of your life, they become less and less responsible. So ideally, at some point, whether that's at 14 or 24 or whenever, you find that 100% responsible line, and you keep that line. And if you are able to keep that line of responsibility, you're going to grow. No questions, no options as to, but maybe. No, you will grow. Because you are being responsible for your own growth. You're being responsible for your own thoughts. You're being responsible for your own emotions. And wherever life might take you, even if you are unjustly accused of anything X or Y, it doesn't matter, because you're going to take that and you're going to use it as a catalyst into the next version of you. So anyway, the path of responsibility, in some instances, in some civilizations, is being called the path of the initiate, the path of the divine, the path of the hero, the path of the creator. When we're born a victim. We're a victim of the environment. We're a victim of whatever goes around. We're just there to experience it. But slowly we start to become responsible. And the idea is that we become so responsible about our reality, our inner reality, that we're able to basically be a self-regulatory agency. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it, but we have agency over our life. We are in control, and it's not. That's the problem, that we think immediately when we think we're in control, we think of outside. I'm in control of the environment. I'm in control of, these or that. It has nothing to do with the outside. It has everything to do with the inside. The warrior never has a fight outside. The warrior fights within, and the fight within transforms that which is outside. Anyway, I think I just took off on a completely different tangent, but the idea is that the more responsible that you can become for yourself, the better you will be at creating your own experience out of this life. So anyway, my invitation to you is be responsible for your own thoughts, your own emotions. To give you I guess, an example of how you can start to become more responsible, every time you have a thought, especially a negative thought about yourself, because nobody judges you more than you. So every time you have a negative thought about yourself, tell yourself, bullshit. It's not true. Every time you have a judgment towards yourself that brings you down, challenge that, because the judgment is coming from a subconscious program that has nothing to do with who you are. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.